Hi, I'm Matt Thomas, a senior here at Hopkins High School and standing in front of our brand new ropes course. In this video, I'll be talking to certified instructor Chris Lindquist about the safety of the ropes course so that way you parents will feel safe when your kids take the Great Outdoors class here at Hopkins. And then at the end of the video, we'll show you a little presentation of what kind of fun they can have on this ropes course. I'm standing here with Chris Lindquist. So, Mr. Lindquist, what steps do you have to take to become certified?
We've actually done over 120 hours of training on the ropes course. It started with training just in the type of programming that's involved because there's more to our class and curriculum than just the ropes course. So we did a 4-day training on just the curriculum that we're implementing, and then we did another 4-day training on the use of our ropes course, and then Mr. Westerham and I flew out to Boston this summer where we did another 4-day training on the company's state-of-the-art ropes course on the East Coast.
So now that you're certified, what does the class have to do to, before they come out here onto this ropes course?
Just like our training, the class's training is very slow and methodical. We spend 2 to 3 weeks indoors and on the low ropes course stuff, just getting kids used to each other and creating a culture, an environment of safety and respect and communication and understanding. Then we go and move to rock climbing indoors before we finally come outside. So what we do is start on the ground playing little games like tag, and then move maybe 1 or 2 feet off the ground doing some activities, and then we move 5 feet off the ground, and then we end up moving 25 feet off the ground, and finally on the course behind me, which is 40 to 45 feet off the ground.
Now, these ropes that you guys use for safety, they can hold a lot of weight, can't they?
Yeah, climbing is a really redundant industry. Everything that's done in climbing is done overkill. So the rope that we climb on holds, just in weight alone, 3,200, 3,600 pounds. And that's probably one of the weakest things on the course. The aircraft cable that's strung between the poles is weighted to 11,000 pounds. Some of the steel and hardware that we use is rated to 12 and 15,000 pounds. So as an industry, people have made this activity very, very safe. Well, it's interesting you asked that. The company who built this course for us and is the leading company in the United States and in the world has done a 20-year safety study on adventure activities and ropes course activities. And they found that the injury rate per million hours is a little bit less or comparable to kids playing basketball. And those injuries, the vast majority of those injuries result as activities on the ground are taking place, like tag games and some of the low ropes course activities that we do, sprained ankles, twisted thumbs, that kind of thing. Very comparable to other PE activities as in basketball or lacrosse and stuff like that.
And obviously there's risk of injury or death involved with every activity you do. So how many deaths have occurred on these ropes course?
Well, none on ours, and hopefully none ever will. Nationwide, worldwide, the 20-year safety study resulted in reports and statistics that totaled 33 deaths over the last 20 years, which statistically is extremely safe compared to other activities like jet skiing, where there were 200 deaths just last year. So statistically speaking, this is a very, very safe activity, and with the lead up that we do and the training that we perform, will be a safe activity for years to come.
Are most of these deaths caused from falling or from people maybe getting scared and having like a heart attack or a panic attack?
That's an interesting question. In the 80s, when corporate America came out and started using ropes courses and adventure type activities to build teamwork and leadership among their managers and among their employees, the industry saw a sharp spike in deaths on ropes courses. And when I say sharp spike, remember that only 33 deaths have occurred since in this 20-year safety study. But one of the things they found was that there was a sharp spike in deaths, and people were having heart attacks, and those older people were 50, 60-year-old corporate America employees, businessmen, businesswomen coming out and having bad tickers, and as a result having a heart attack and dying on the course.
Do you encourage kids to come out here?
Oh, absolutely. I think as somebody who's now an adult and looking back at experiences that I could have had as a young person or even as an adult. I don't think that too many places in your life kids are going to have this opportunity, and I don't think too many places in the country, students in a high school or even adults will have an opportunity to do some of these activities. You don't have to be fearless of heights. I think fear is an appropriate response, body's response to this kind of activity, but I encourage kids to come out and push themselves a little bit and learn about themselves and get an experience that they won't ever get again.
You heard it from Mr. Lindquist, a certified instructor here at Hopkins High School.